Hey guys, time to make a delicious loaded breakfast with potatoes. So I've got my potatoes here. I have a lot of potatoes and they are almost trying to go bad. So I decided to just quickly do something. This is something that my kids always like. And the thing is, I don't even know how I make it. So when they said this morning, yeah, mommy, you know that potato dish you normally make for breakfast, make it for us. I'm like, I can't remember. Let me just try and do something. So I've got my potatoes here and I'm going to just peel and cut it, as you can see, into cubes. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, cutting the potatoes. And once this is done, I'm going to wash it very well and put it in a plate and then place in the microwave. I'm going to microwave it in this bowl that it is in, add a little bit of water and then microwave it for about 5 to 7 minutes. If you don't have a microwave, you can just put in water, plain cold water, and then allow it to come to a boil. What I want to have is a potato that is not completely cooked, just a bit half cooked. That's why. So for me, microwave makes everything so fast. That's why I'm using the microwave. So you can see it out now, and I'm going to drain it and allow the water to drain before I go into our breakfast proper. So that's my potato here draining. And today I'm going to be using onions. I don't want the onions to be showing. You know how kids can be finicky about seeing slices of onions in their food. So what I normally do is grate the onions. Once I grate the onions, I don't have a problem with anyone picking out the onions in their food. So you can grate your onions if you don't want to blend or chop it. So that's another way to do your onions. Now I'm going to put a little oil in the pan and then fry my onions, just a bit of it, as you can see. I'm going to just allow it to fry for a bit, and then I'm going to add my potatoes. Remember, these potatoes are not completely cooked, but now I'm going to, use the oil. As you can see, I added a little bit more to make sure that, yeah, it fries well, but not too much. You don't overload it with oil. And I had some sausages, so I decided to add the sausages in to make this breakfast more yummy. If you don't have sausages, you can use any other protein of your choice. You can add some chicken pieces. You can add the Frankfurter sausage if you have that. You can add baby beef, anything you want. But if you don't have any of these, that's okay, because we are still going to add some perfect protein to this. So I added my seasonings, as you can see, and I'm just going to allow all this to cook together. You can add any seasoning of your choice. So normally I use all-purpose seasoning or my Knorr seasoning. I have curry. Sometimes I use my garlic powder and ginger powder, and that's all there is to it. So you can see my sausages and my potatoes have browned now. So I'm going to put it on low heat, and then I'm going to be cracking my egg. Not my egg, I'm going to be cracking the eggs I'm using. So yep, that's it here. I'm using 4 eggs here. I'm adding some bit of salt and black pepper, and then I'm going to whisk everything together, and then that's it. It goes into the pot once everything is done. So here is my potato and my sausage, just giving it one last stir to be sure that the potato is all cooked. What I'm going to do is to remove the sausages, as you can see, and then I'm going to chop it. So that's what I'm doing. It's easier to chop when it's cooked instead of trying to chop it up before cooking it. So that's what I just did, chop it up and then add in. I added some vegetables too. So you can add any vegetable of your choice. You can add peppers, the mixed peppers, red, blue, green. You can add green vegetables, but that should be at the end if you are going to be putting that. And here you can see my potatoes are completely done. Now I'm going to be adding my eggs. Sorry, I'm going to be adding the egg. So that's the egg going into the pot, into my pan. And yeah, just add as much, just spread it around as you like, because this is not a frittata, so it doesn't matter the way you pour in the egg. And I'm using some cheese here. I've got some mozzarella cheese which I'm adding. If you haven't got cheese, that's fine. You can just leave it as it is. I'm adding also some Parmesan cheese here. If you haven't got any, that's perfectly okay. Just use what you have, okay? And here, that's my breakfast all getting all done. So I'm stirring everything. Like I said, it's not a frittata, so I'm going to stir everything still to come together, as you can see, and then allow it to cook. If you are still enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, follow my page, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share with your friends. Yeah, that's our breakfast. As you can see, it's all done. It's quite easy, and you can top it up with anything you want. My small daughter likes ketchup, so I added ketchup to hers. I love my peppers, so the pepper is not enough. I added some peppers. Someone likes it plain, however you want it. Thank you for watching. Bye.